Shalom Yasharallah. This is Yeshaya back at you with another car chronicle. This one I want to talk about how or why more people aren't reaching out to Israel. Like, one thing I noticed with a lot of my people in the world, because I do have friends that are not in the faith, but one thing I noticed is that a lot of people are afraid to talk to us. Right now is the time where we're getting the most promotion that we'll probably get till damn near the nukes come. People are talking about the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelites, the black Hebrew Israelites. And a lot of y'all, I'm probably not the only one that's not alone with whose phone's not ringing. And part of it is my own doing too. A lot of times, like when I watch brothers in the streets, it's like we can't have a discussion without getting offensive. Because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there with questions, but then they've seen how we get down. They see how every damn time that you talk to an Israelite and they don't agree, it turns into a fucking shouting match. You know, it's like we're trying to cut people. We're not trying to heal people. You know? And we got to stop that. We have to be approachable, man. We have to stop this whole, somebody asks a question and automatically the first thing that the speaker's doing is looking for a way to say negative shit about them. Automatically, the first thing that the speaker does is scan the person up and down to look for something negative to say about them that they have to correct. We got to learn to be more humble, man. Like, we got to change our approach. A lot of brothers have done that. I'm noticing a lot of veteran brothers are actually more approachable, but the problem is we've already laid the groundwork the way we're doing it now. Being mad disrespectful, yelling and cursing and screaming at people, calling them all types of names. We really have to grow up in our approach. You know, I shouldn't be talking to people that are not in the faith, and all I hear about is how disrespectful we are. You know, and I could change my approach too. Sometimes, not when I'm at camp, but when I'm you know, because even last week, I let a former coworker get me out of character. You know, we gotta stop getting out of character. We gotta be Christ-like. You know, when Yahushua taught, right? When Yahushua taught, he did. Don't get it wrong. Like, he did come down on people sometimes, but it's not like proportion that with how you see Israelites teaching in 2022. People are afraid to talk to us. We have to be, and we also have to engage people, man. You know, I used to see Israelites go out of their way to start conversations with people while they're at camp. Now it's like, you know, you're on some fucking pedestal, which is funny because we actually used to teach on a pedestal and still be like on a makeshift pedestal and still engage people. Now it's like we're teaching for fucking YouTube. Fuck YouTube, bro. We're out there to teach the people. Niggas will go out there in the streets and teach with a fucking camera just to say they did it. No, you got to go out there and teach people, engage people. That's why you got to study. You got to be sharp. You got to know what you're talking about. You know, you got to really study. Like, this is not a thing where you could just learn it overnight and go out in the streets and teach the word. People are getting sharper. This is the age of information. And you also have people out there that use all type of argument tactics. You got to be able to know which one's which one's just doing that bullshit and which one knows somewhat of what they're talking about. You know, but Yahushua used to, when he used to do his ministry, he was more clever than a lot of us are. A lot of us, we just be like, oh, F you, you a bitch ass nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, we didn't learn from the teachers of our past. You know, really think about it. Really think about it. Those of you brothers out there that are part of camps, watch your own camp and put yourself in the shoes of somebody that's not in the faith and ask yourself, if I was in the world, would I approach them right now? Ask yourself that. If I was just now trying to learn the faith, trying to, you know, be part of this thing, would I want to be part of this? You know, really ask yourself that question. Because right now, with the Kyrie thing, man, I don't see enough people inquiring about. You know what I see? I see more people making fun of the Israelites. I see people saying, oh, you know, all of a sudden, you know, the Hebrew Israelites, this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are really more making fun of us than they are actually trying to learn about us. You know, because of our approach. You know, we're overly aggressive. You know, we're very argumentative. You know, we have to learn to be clever with the way you speak, man. The scriptures talk about keeping your words seasoned with salt. You don't always got to get into a fucking shouting match. Remember, we are, at this moment, we are above the people that are out there listening. And above, not in a sense of we're better than them, because in a way we are, but more than being better than them, we are their teachers. They have to learn from us, you know, and when have you ever gone to a fucking classroom and gotten insulted and disrespected by your teacher? You know, but with that, I'm going to say shalom, and Lord willing, you know, this message seeps in, you know, but like I said, man, watch a video of your camp and ask yourself, if you was back in the world, would you approach that camp? And with that, I'm going to say shalom.